On this video, I'm going to talk about an SEO technique that I don't see very many people talk about, that I've used over and over again to help smaller junk removal businesses get all the way to the top of the Google map listing without doing any other outside SEO other than the original website design. So let's get to it. Let me show you what that SEO strategy is. What's up there, guys? Izzy here once again with Do-It-Yourself Junk Removal SEO, where I help small business owners, junk removal companies, dumpster rental companies really understand the internet, how to build up their own websites, get their businesses found online for the services that they are providing. And today I want to discuss a metric of SEO that I don't see a lot of people talk about. And it's a method, a technique that I've beginning to theorize is one of the biggest indicators to help a website rank on Google. And I've used this method over and over again with several different junk removal companies, even other companies like roofing companies, asphalt paving companies, even concrete contractors, to get their businesses found in that Google three pack, get their businesses listed in that three pack. And what is that metric that nobody's talking about? I believe it is called time on page, how long somebody spends on a website. And I want to deep dive and show you exactly how I structure my websites, how I do everything so that people will start to linger on the website, which I believe causes these websites to rank, especially in that map listing. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about right here. So when it comes to all of this SEO stuff, search engine optimization, I know there's a lot of people out there claiming to be experts. I think I'm pretty good at what I do, but at the end of the day, I all my stuff is just theory. I do stuff that I believe helps a website rank, gets higher on the search results based on what I believe Google is actually looking for. And in the end, I try to place myself in the shoes of Google's algorithm and try to understand what it is that I'm looking for. Because at the end of the day, I want people, if I'm the search engine, I want people to continue using my platform, my search for years and years and years to come. And in order for me to make that happen, I need to make sure that the customers using my search toolbar, my Google search, that they are happy with the results that they're getting. So I, as Google, must figure out a way to filter out the good content and filter out the crappy content. And some of the things that are out there are, like the backlinks, the citations, all of the stuff matters. But I think there's a very important metric that people don't really talk about. And I believe it's called time on page, and the amount of time people spend on a website. Some way, somehow, the algorithm is measuring that in order to make sure that I'm the Google's understanding. I'm the search engine. I'm understanding that Google's happy with the results people are getting on this website because they're lingering on it for a while. They're clicking inside the pages, moving things around in there. They're really enjoying their time on there, and that's a huge factor in ranking these websites. So I want to show you some proof to my theory with some websites that I've built that I've done zero SEO whatsoever outside just building the site, optimize it well, and design it in a way so people spend a lot of time on it. And in my eyes, I think Google search really, really likes that. So let's take a look at what I'm talking about here. So before I show you those examples, I want to share something with you guys that kind of backs up what I've been talking about. I've always got a feeling that the Google's algorithm understands how much time you're spending on a site, and that's a huge factor in ranking a website, especially the ones connected to that Google list. It'll help a Google listing, especially if Google understands that the website connected to that listing is providing a good user experience. Well, one day I was scrolling through Facebook. I'm always, looking at stuff, and somebody talked about a SEO thing that nobody's ever talking about, and I clicked on it, and I'm like, this is exactly what I knew this had to be some kind of truth to it. So right now, if you type in how to become a copywriter onto Google, one of the top 10 searches on here is for a guy named Jacob McMillan. And you see, I purchased a little course that he had. I think it was like 60, $70. I didn't give a crap. I wanted to get it and learn his information. And he theorized, and he really believes that it's a time on page that helps a lot of websites rank. So this specific page, you'll see it ranks in the top, I think top 3 of Google for how to become a copywriter. And you'll see his page right here. and it's a tremendous amount of content. But it's not just any ordinary content. You just can't put up content for the sake of putting content. I know there's a lot of SEO guys out there say, "Oh, you got to have 10,000 words, 3,000 words, or whatever." That's some truth to it. But if nobody's reading the shit, Google doesn't care. I mean, if I just go through here and I'm out, Google's going to measure that I've only been here for like 10 seconds, and it's not going to favor this site. But if you see on his website, the way he structures it, there's so much good information on here. And I actually read the whole thing. You'll spend at least, I can't remember how much time I spent, 8-10 minutes reading all his stuff on here. And it's one of the huge factors for his page, this specific page ranking for that specific search term. And I looked at the behind the scenes too. He's got no backlinks pointing to this. He's got nothing really, um, other the stuff that people, all these SEO people talk about. He's got nothing pointing to it. It's just the content and Google's ability to read how much time and sense how much time people are spending on this particular page. So I believe there's some tremendous truth to that. So let me show you some of the examples of mine. And this is why I structure the websites the way that I do. So I'll give you this example of the site I've just started to build here for a guy out there in Columbus, Ohio. Just was working on it today. And I structure my websites pretty much the same every time. But why do I do that? I took, believe it or not, I took another course several years ago on how to design websites so people linger on them and how it's the best way to structure them. This is how I came up with my own design. So when somebody arrives on my websites, they immediately get some questions answered. They right away know what the website's about. They right away know what's going to be in it for them, and they know how to what they need to take action. But the way I structure my websites, they're in little sections. Kind of like when you scroll through Facebook or YouTube, on everything on your phone, everything's in sections. Everything's in sections. So this is the way I design my sites, in sections and bullet points and things like that. So like this site right here, I always start with this, and then I create this header section. And then I always create a section here where it kind of reminds the customer why the hell they were online in the first place. Oh, that's right. I need a junk removal. Here are the questions that I'm asking myself, you know, and then who we are. We are your solution to the problem of you needing junk removal. And then why are we awesome? Right here. I share some blurbs as to why we kick ass, why we're awesome. Oh, and what kind of things do these people haul away? Oh, they haul away everything. So I create these links here. I mean, these information, and everything that I write, I try to write catchy, entertaining. So when they read it, the people linger on and actually enjoy reading what I write on here. You'll see everything on here as well, all the services, and then what makes us different from other junk removal services. I always have a section for that. And then I always have a section of the steps that they're going to take when they get in contact with this particular business. It doesn't matter if it's junk removal or somebody paints houses. Same thing applies. I always add in here social proof. I like to put in the Google reviews into here. Like I said, I'm just building the site, so I'm not finished with that. This is where I create the email form. So if they got that far, they click on here. So let me just show you one too that I've just finished up for Big Blue. So I did the same thing with this particular website right here and other stuff. And in the way I link the website like this, so this goes right straight to the commercial page. As they scroll through the site, it's the same design, so they linger around. And then here I like to create like another link pointing to another one of their pages, to their small demolition page. They're scrolling through here, they're reading the stuff, everything's original. So if, I tried to make the content entertaining, and then I try to create a link in here to another page on their site. And then there's another link here at the bottom. And every single page always links right back to the home page, just like this, to create a great user experience. So because of this, I do believe that people linger a little bit longer on this website design, which causes it to, favor towards, the search algorithm likes it, and it'll start climbing towards the top. So let me show you those examples of some sites that I've built with doing zero SEO other than just the website design. So let me show you some examples of websites I've designed in the past that I've done zero SEO work other than just designing the website to begin with. And that's helped these businesses owners Google business profile rank to the top of Google. And I believe it's the web design, one of the biggest indicators to making it happen. Of course, they're kicking ass, they're getting great reviews, they're doing good business, but the time on page, it's just a theory of mine, has really helped push these websites to the top for their search terms. So here's my first example. junk removal in Pasadena here, California. So if you just type in junk removal Pasadena, you'll just see the very first one here is GNS, junk removal. I said I've done no SEO for them, and they're in the top of the search. Just based on the content, I think Believe is time on page and the information on the website, everything's good on it, and it's helped rank it towards the top. It's another guy I helped out in Texas, junk removal Bell County, Texas. You type that in as Rollaway Junk. You'll see his website right there at the top of the Google Map listings. Zero SEO done to get his business listed towards the top of Google. Now I have taken account some of these are smaller populated areas, less competition. The bigger area is, there's going to be a shitload more of Google listings to compete against. So it's just an example of how it helps just having the great content, great website where people spend some time on the page. This helped these businesses rank. Bay Area concrete contractor, SDW Construction. I built this site years ago. You can see with the design, I think the guys changed it recently, but the same structure, same little sections. What makes us different? That sort of thing. It's helped rank to the top. Another one I did, this is probably years ago as well, roofing in Wiley, Texas. Roofing is very competitive. So you'll see, you type those 3 words in there and their website's right there at the top of the map listings. There's another website I designed with the same thing in mind. They went a little bit different, so I added a video towards theirs. But again, same little sections, remind them why they're there, why they kick ass, the services they provide, why they're different, the steps they'll take when contacting them, some social proof, email form, final call to action, and then who they are at the end. So you can see my designs really do help those map listings rank on Google. So each one of these are also connected to the Google map listing, which I always embed at the bottom. You'll see right here, connected towards the bottom. So the algorithm in Google understands that the website and the listing are one and the same, and it helps push that listing towards the top. Because another thing I theorize, and I think it's true, is that, like, see, another example real quick, junk removal, Fort Lauderdale. Another guy I helped years ago, like 2 years ago, I built this site. You'll see his listing, on-time junk removal. His website's right here. Same thing, same design, same structure, so people linger on it and read his site. I really, really do believe that whatever you attach, whatever website you attach to your Google business profile, the information on the site, the time, everything that people do on that site transfers over to this Google listing and helps push it towards the top of the search results, because Google understands that the people looking up the service are happy with the search results. They're happy with the experience on the website, and it's pushing that listing on top of the Google reviews and all that stuff, business listing citations, all that stuff takes into account. But that's another huge factor is time on page. Isn't something I see nobody else talking about. So that's why I wanted to share this video on how I design my sites and why I think it's a huge factor in ranking websites. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. If you guys want some more information on how you could do some of this stuff yourself, or if you guys need help with anything with building a site, the SEO and everything, I have links at the bottom of my video here in the description. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. Till next time.